Hey there, welcome back to another reaction video. My name is Musa Jallo. And to this video, I'm going to be reacting to a video by CNBC Make It. And the video is entitled Living in an Airplane in the Woods for $370,000 a month. Unlock. So with no further delay, let's get into the reaction.
Most things in life are never perfect. If you're successful, they're sort of half perfect and the best you can hope for. But with a jetliner home, there's precious little disadvantage. I never really perceive any downside. That said, it's a salvage jetliner. It was hardly the perfect execution. Hi, welcome to my airplane home. My name is Bruce Campbell. I'm 73 years old, and I live in a Boeing 727 jetliner in Hillsboro, a suburb area of Portland, Oregon. I'm an electrical engineer. I'm a classic nerd. I'm a circuit design engineer. I no longer work for income, but I'm as active as ever, as best I can judge.
Bruce purchased a jetliner from a salvage company in 1999 and paid $100,000 in cash. That's crazy though. But imagine like in 1999 if you would have bought a house for like $100,000. Today, that would have been worth a lot of money though. Like if it was like in a good location today, that would have been worth way more money, Or even better, you don't buy a house for 100,000, you buy a house with the down payment of the 100,000, That would have been worth way more money today,
A jetliner home is a different kind of environment. It's a very strong, very long-lived, sealed pressure canister. The design and elegance of the structure is just heads and tails above any conventional home I'm familiar with. And when you live in a structure like this, you feel a little more dignified, you feel a little more fulfilled with your life. And if you're an engineer or a scientist or anyone who appreciates the elegance and beauty of aerospace technology, it's just a happier place to live.
That is actually true, but I feel like this is not for everybody, like you have to be like passionate about like airplanes, like I say, you have to like be like really, really technical, to enjoy living in a place like this, but it's not for everybody, Whoa.
This is a futon sofa, and it folds flat for company, and an electric blanket on top. I don't know if I'd be alive right now if it weren't for the electric blanket. It's just a simple futon sofa, but it serves.
But is that safe though, like the electric blanket, Ooh, that's a lot of questions though.
This is my bed, and also, especially during the winter, my working surface, because it's warm, and most of my real work is simply on the laptop. This is a Faraday cage. Radio signals don't penetrate aircraft well. So currently, I just have a cell phone which leans up against one of the cabin windows, one of the polycarbonate windows, which is radio transparent, and receives an adequate, though not perfect, signal. And hopefully at some time in the near
Why does it have so much phones though?
future, I'll be able to acquire an actual Wi-Fi signal from Hillsboro, which provides a free Wi-Fi service.
Bruce lived half the year in the US and the other half in Japan, where his sweet ass. Bruce lived half the year in the US and the other half in Japan, where his sweetheart lives. It kind of makes sense, but because women, they want to be comfortable, they want to enjoy themselves, Like it kind of makes sense. Like women, they want to be comfortable, they want to enjoy themselves. So like there is no, it's only few people want to like live in that situation, but. I feel like that is the best of both worlds, Like you live here for some times and then you like go and live somewhere comfortable also. Like that's not bad.
She understands my love of the vision, but it's not really her take on her home environment. However, it's no problem, of course. Those sorts of differences are what makes relationships so rich. This is my previous shower. And it's only partially fabricated because in earlier days I needed an indoor shower, but I had much higher priorities. However, the outdoor shower was so harsh that I had to establish at least some place where I could take an indoor shower. Here's a guest lavatory, my lavatory. There's a temporary sink and a clothes washer. Kitchen area. Not much of a kitchen. I'm a nerd. I don't cook. 727 food service cart, which serves as my pantry. The microwave oven and the toaster oven are sufficient. And in fact, I almost never use the toaster oven. It's almost always the microwave oven. That's my fridge, which is getting a little sparse, so I'll have to make a trip into town and load up again.
I don't get why you want to do this, like, me personally, I don't get why you want to do it now. Like, why the inconvenience, Damn.
When I was a kid of perhaps about 15, my family and I were watching the news. They showed file footage of one of the boneyards. At that time in my life, I had no idea such places existed. It was amazing to me. There were aircraft parked wingtip to fuselage as tightly as they could pack them for as far as the eye could see. My jaw dropped and I thought, oh my God, that's incredible. There are thousands of them and they're just sitting there. Why can't I have one? Shortly after graduating from college, I purchased this real estate property, the 10 acres of land which my aircraft resides upon. And I paid the mortgage off quickly.
$25,800 for like 10 acres of land? That's a really good deal, I feel like,
These are circuit breaker panels, and many are still active. For example, this is dome red. Once I break the circuit breaker, we lose dome red. That was a big mistake. That was a whopper class mistake. I'll never do that again. Salvage companies are wreckers.
Wow, from 30,000 to 100,000,
I highly recommend just buying a jetliner completely intact and completely functional, except maybe removal of the engines. That was a mistake too. Their choice was not optimum, but it is a passenger jetliner. However, it has a little history. It's also the very last flight for the owner of the airline. Aristotle Onassis, who, as everyone knows, was married to Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis after the Kennedy assassination. And so, what you see in the forward galley now is Aristotle's ghost. This aircraft was all tourist class. There was no business class, no first class. It was tourist from flight deck all the way to the tail. And so the few seats I've retained are tourist class seats because that's all she had.
Bruce said that the total cost of transport and logistics was about 120,000. You bought the plane for like 100,000, and then you spent like 120,000 to transport it. Wow. Is it really worth it? Oh my, no.
This is an image of the aircraft during transport.
This is like so crazy though.
We started at midnight from the Hillsborough Ferry Complex and then weaved our way through downtown Hillsborough with just literally centimeters to spare. But everything went smoothly. First time here? Ah, okay. How do I say hello in Italian? I forget. Ciao. Oh, of course, ciao, ciao. This is currently a work area for a variety of projects, some of which are simply recreational in the form of restoration of old computer systems, primarily Apple products, but also projects associated with the aircraft, for example, restoration of illumination systems, and a thermal wall so as to be able to separate the aft section from the forward section so that during the winter months I can retain a little bit more heat in the aft section.
I feel like this is like really so amazing though. I feel like he seemed like really so passionate about like the situations in today, But I feel like this is not for everybody, like if you like really really so passionate about what he's doing, that's what I like about it. But like other than that, like I feel like nothing makes sense to me, I don't get why you're going to buy like 10 acres of land. You're like buy the plane for 100,000 and like 120,000 for transport. It's crazy actually.
Observer, inspector, captain, the sole authority for the flight. This person may bark out orders to any of the rest and they must obey. First officer and flight engineer. And the flight engineer station is now obsolete. The aircraft are much more refined and automated, and this position simply isn't necessary anymore. My temporary left landing gear support structure was rotting, so I needed to support the aircraft in such a way that I could levitate the left landing gear, remove all the old material. I put a lot of it back in, but I restructured it in such a way that the rotting elements were on the outside or discarded, and rebuilt the structure. It's good physical work.
That is crazy though. Like, how do you like levitate an airplane by yourself? Like this is crazy. And like the trees also the rotten. I feel like he didn't plan properly. Like because like you could have put like this aircraft on like a concrete, base or something like that. But that's crazy though.
Jetliner homes are really cool, and in my experience with my guests, I do believe that humanity will embrace this vision wholeheartedly in enough proportion that we can utilize every jetliner which retires from service. The most awkward element of my life right now is that this jetliner, which I adore, is in the wrong country. It's in the wrong place for me. My dearest friends and loved ones are in Japan. I want to live in Japan or share time between Japan and New Zealand. My challenge is to execute a second project, and then hopefully a third one, and then hopefully a fourth and a fifth and a sixth and a 99th and a 999th and so on. And of course, the version 2 is for Japan, and it's intended to put a home which I love in a land I love with the people I love. And then if I can simply regain my youth, everything will be fine.
Like man, like I say, like I really like he's like so passionate about the project, But I feel like it would have been nice if you can like recreate like the project in Japan, because like the land, I'm sure you have like appreciated in value, But like getting a plane right now, I don't even want to think about it. But thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you do, remember to like the video, comment down below. But thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you do, remember to like and subscribe to the channel. You can say hi to me in the comment, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace out.